It's important to know the things that contribute to high glucose levels and low glucose levels so that you can try to prevent them. Let's talk about the high glucose levels first. Well, the most obvious is forgetting to take your insulin. So taking insulin is key to keeping glucose levels in target. Next, if your insulin doesn't match the amount of carbohydrate in the meal you're eating, and if the insulin is too little compared to the amount eaten, then this can result in a high following the meal. Other things that are a little harder to predict are things like illness, stress, and injury, which can all cause higher glucose levels. And then finally, there are medications that can contribute to highs, and in particular, steroids can lead to very, very high glucose levels. Now, what about lows? Well, lows are usually caused by too much insulin. So first of all, insulin doses just might be too high, and you should talk to your diabetes care team if you're having lows frequently. In addition, similarly to getting too little insulin for a meal, you can get too much. Or you might give insulin before a meal and not eat everything you had intended to, and that may lead to a low. Now, many of you are thinking, she hasn't mentioned exercise, and you're right. Typically, exercise can cause lows during exercise, immediately following exercise, a few hours later, and then in the middle of the night following a day when you've been very active. In addition, if you tend to be exercising more than you used to in the past, your insulin demand overall may decrease. So if you start exercising more frequently and start to see a lot of lows, this is another time to talk to the diabetes care team about changing doses. But the truth is, exercise can also contribute to high glucose levels. And there are some specific types of exercise like weightlifting, sprinting, and competition, so competitive sports where you get that adrenaline going, that competitive spirit that can contribute to unpredictable highs. So these are some of the causes of highs and lows, and they're important to keep in mind when you're trying to figure out why your glucose levels are higher or lower than you might have expected.